Yeah, what's up, Improvement Warrior? Jason back with you again. Welcome to Improvement Warrior Podcast, episode number 32. This one it's an old video, so I'm not sure exactly how old, but my son is in his diaper, and we're outside, and he is naked, so it's at least 2 years old, I would say. But it's a good one. I have titled it, Nature Never Does Anything Wrong. And so some of the highlights that is going to be in this one is nature doesn't do anything wrong, man does. Why we are emitters and absorbers of light. Why your body and eyes know what time it is when you go outside, as long as you aren't covered up. Why UVA in the morning sun is critical to health. What impact UVA and our number one protein, collagen, have on our life and energy. Why modern living is like dying at 25 and not being buried until 65. Why dolphins, sharks, hippos, and lions don't need textbooks on how to eat. Why our ability to change this is the one thing that makes us sick. And why dopamine is critical to moving forward. And of course, I do have the dopamine webinar for the survival of our species, improvementwarriorfitness.com/dopamine. You can check that out. I also want to give a special thanks to my new patrons, Pierre. So sorry I missed it. Patreon wasn't sending me notifications. But thank you, Pierre. Thank you, Michael, and thank you, John. Really appreciate it. And of course, this podcast is free for you, but it is not free for me. So if you can, rate it 5 stars on Apple or Spotify so the podcast can get out there. And if you do want to become a supporter of the podcast, you can go to 3 types of support: Patreon, PayPal, and Anchor. So you can go to improvementwarriorfitness.com/Patreon or /PayPal or /Anchor, and you can decide there. And of course, you can always do the one-time support. I don't think you can do that on Patreon. I'm not sure, but I know you can do it on PayPal, and not sure about Anchor as well. But anything helps, as I hope to get more of these podcasts out. Currently working on the second unknown death causers sunscreen. So a lot of research going into that, but I would like to get some of these intermediate ones out. So going to shoot for at least 3 per month, so that would be amazing for me. So these things do take time, but I appreciate you listening, appreciate you watching, and of course, if you do have any questions or whatnot, reach out to me. Happy to help and get you going in the right direction. But of course, the free stuff is where you need to start. So if you have not gotten on my newsletter, improvementwarriorfitness.com/NL, and if you have not downloaded my Mitochondriac Improvement Warrior Guide, 17-step guide, improvementwarriorfitness.com/mitochondriac. And of course, I do have the free health group on Facebook, private group, improvementwarriorfitness.com/IWUFB. But with that, I appreciate you listening. Hope you enjoy this one. Share it out to whoever you feel needs to listen, and I will talk to you later. Till then, make it a great day or night. Sleep well or play well and get your sunshine. Otherwise, have a great day. Stay strong, stay positive. Be the improvement warrior. Enjoy the podcast. Hey, what's up, Improvement Warrior? Jason Yun, back with you again, getting some more early morning sunshine. So it's about 8:15. Sunrise was at 6:30. Peyton is here, putting some artwork on the walls. Right there, boy? Naked as can be. Me in my Kaniki tan-through bathing suit. Highly recommend getting it, because one of the best things you can do is tan your genitals, sun your balls, sun your boobs, ladies. Best cancer prevention out there. But right now it's just UVA So UVB, vitamin D, will be showing up in about half an hour. But this is where the magic happens. So we are creatures of light. Everybody is a emitter, an emitter, and a reabsorber of light. And the more sick that you actually are, the more light you will release and lose. And it will be in the ELF UV, the extreme low frequency UV range, and it'll also be infrared light. So these are the frequencies we cannot see, and nature does that on purpose. Nature never does anything wrong. It's man who always is doing the things wrong. Man created artificial light. Thomas Edison, 1879. I challenge you to find any chronic disease anywhere. Okay? Paris, France was the first city in 1924 to light up their entire city and use artificial lighting throughout there. And then after that, many cities adapted it, and then eventually, if you were a civilized country, you got artificial lighting pretty soon after that. And that's when the disease started to skyrocket. So, and they're getting worse and worse now because of what I'm holding and recording this on. It's on airplane mode. Okay, it's got a red screen, but most people don't have that. Most people have their phone in their pocket, not on airplane mode. They don't have a defender shield. They keep the regular screen color that is just pure blue, and it gives them the signal that it's 12 to 1 o'clock p.m. So when you wake up and you see that signal, that is a major issue, because your suprachiasmatic nucleus wants to see the sun. Every time you go outside, your suprachiasmatic nucleus, which is the master circadian clock, it can tell the time. So you go out at sunrise, it knows, hey, because of the color temperature that the sun is giving off, the frequencies that the sun is giving off, it knows what time it is. Go out at 10, knows the time. Go out at 12, knows the time. Okay, and that's how we reset. It's one of the ways we reset our circadian rhythm. Okay, because if your circadian rhythm fails, you fail. Okay, cellular chaos, inflammation, electron steal syndrome. Health can be said to be losing too many electrons, or your proton to electron ratio is too great. So too many protons, too many electrons. Protons have, I believe it's 1852 times the mass of an electron. So an electron is the only thing that the sun can interact with. The only thing. Okay, so when your electron contains energy and information, and the photon basically makes it go, or gives the cells the information to deliver the energy, deliver the light, deliver everything to the mitochondria, to the proteins, to the cells, to everything that we need to do. And everything that happens is happening on a quantum basis. Inside of your cells, there's 100,000 reactions going on inside every single cell, every single second. Okay, 100,000. Okay, literally billions and trillions of things going on throughout the day that we don't even know the complete capacity of what is happening inside of our body at all times. So it's important, super important, to get as much UVA light. UVA light, it usually 30 to 60 minutes is usually when it starts popping up in your neck of the woods. It will change based on the season, based on the time of the year, based on your latitude. So the equator, it'll show up the quickest, and then as you go more north it takes a little bit longer because of the angle of the sun and whatnot to the earth. But get out. This is when I am making beta endorphins, nitric oxide. Everything is compounding effect. So I'll be able to make the most vitamin D because I saw the sunrise on my naked skin, on my balls, on my naked eyes. That's super important. Okay, don't be outside wearing sunglasses. That's horrible. You're making it dark. You're telling your suprachiasmatic nucleus, hey, it's dark. The sun has gone down already, but you just woke up. So your cortisol helps you wake up. So cortisol is supposed to spike in the morning to help wake you up. It's supposed to unzip your collagen, and then you're supposed to get out in the sun, and that sunrise and that UVA, it rezips your collagen. Okay? Collagen is the number one protein in our body. And if we live an indoor life under Wi-Fi, under smart meters, we put our phone on our head, okay, under blue light, basically our collagen gets turned into gelatin. Okay? And then you lose energy, you don't want to work out, you don't want to eat right, and then it's just a compounding effect. More inflammation, more protons, less electrons, more disease, more sickness. You need more things to keep you going, okay? To keep you living. You need medications, you need caffeine all the time. You feel like you need carbohydrates when you don't actually need them. It's just carbohydrates give you the feeling of carbohydrates can recycle ATP faster. That's why they give you a quick energy boost. But if you keep doing that decades and decades and decades over and over and over and over and over again, okay, eventually you start to break down. And that way of life is not living. That way of life is basically, as I quote the Les Brown quote all the time, people die at the age of 25 all the time, and they're not buried until they're 65. Okay? So they're basically just the walking dead. They're zombies. Okay? And we don't want to live like that. My goal is to help everybody become as optimal, yes I see, as optimal as possible. And 3-4 years ago, I wasn't optimal. I thought I was. I would have told you my health was a 10. But looking back, I know it was only a 6 to a 7. Okay? I was sick and didn't know it. Okay? I thought I was healthy because I was doing the things that they say you need to be healthy, which is fix your diet, or have a good diet, and exercise. And I was doing plenty of that. I was doing it under blue light. I was eating too late, eating too early, okay, eating out of season. Okay, remember, nature doesn't do anything wrong. Nature doesn't teach the deer how to eat, doesn't teach the hippo, doesn't teach the alligator, doesn't teach the lion. Okay, all these, doesn't teach the dolphin, the shark. All these animals, they don't have textbooks, they don't have idiot schooling teaching them or indoctrinating them into certain paradigms that make money. Okay, nature is there. Shark doesn't make millions of dollars. Okay, the lion doesn't make $100,000 a year. Okay, they're just out there. They're just connected to nature year round. They're healthier than us. Okay, and the only reason we have evolved more is because we have this thing inside of our head, and that thing inside of our head has gotten us into a lot of trouble, especially in the last 100 years, and I'd say even last 50 years. We've made more progress in the last 50 years than we have our entire existence of 10 to 20,000 years, depending on who you talk to on when the original humans showed up. So it's somewhere between, people say somewhere between 20 and 30,000 years. Okay? But because we're able to change our environment more than anybody, that is what is making us sick. Yes, that's what's making us sick. The indoor living. Nope, we're about to go in, okay? But that's it, that indoor living. Get outside. Get your electrons, get your photons, all that stuff. Just get it. Just get it. If you have questions, let me know. Check out my 34-day light challenge, improvementwarriorfitness.com/light matters most. And also my free guide, the mitochondria guide, 17 steps. Okay, teaches you about light, teaches you about what foods to eat. Okay, teaches you about cold, teaches you about everything. 17 steps, free ebook, improvementwarriorfitness.com/mitochondriac. We've got to become better. Okay, the future, it's right there. And unfortunately, with what we're doing with the row, we're destroying kids. We're destroying their future. We're destroying their mental capacity, their mindset, everything. And we can't do that because having a better mind, I'm building my dopamine up. Okay? That's one of the most important things in order for you to think straight, in order for you to be curious, in order for you to question. It's like, why can't we question this? Why can't we question that? Okay? What is going on? Why can't we question this guy? Okay? The gates of hell have been opened. Okay? That is a pun. Do your research. Otherwise, if you need help on anything, light, water, magnetism, that's the three-legged stool of nature. That's the thing that will help us the most get to optimal. Okay? Nutrition, fitness, all that stuff. I'm here to help. Mindset, here to help. If you need help, let me know. One-on-one coaching is open for phone consults. And yeah, check out the links down below, and I will talk to you next time. Till then, have a great day. Stay strong, stay positive, be the improvement warrior. Get your sunshine. Say bye-bye, Peyton. Wave. Wave bye-bye. Wave. Wave bye-bye. Okay. Blocking blue light is one of the most critical things we need to do in our modern world if you want to either remain healthy, reverse a disease, or become the optimal version of yourself. There are a lot of companies out there that are now making it more stylish than ever to join the ranks of biohackers across the world. Oh, and blue blockers are absolutely essential for keeping your dopamine levels up and exiting the matrix. I have personally been using Midwestern Light Therapy as my go-to errand and grocery store, as well as my after sunrise glasses. Check them out, as well as the others I have used and recommend at improvementwarriorfitness.com/blueblockers. For Midwestern Light Therapy, use code IMPROVEMENTWARRIOR10 for 10% off, and you can also pick out blue light-free light bulbs as well as red light therapy devices. Remember, your light environment is more important for your health than the food you eat or the exercise that you do. We are always looking for ratings for the podcast. It helps my podcast be found by others looking to improve their life and health, as well as it helps us get ranked higher. So please help us out so that I may continue bringing this life-changing podcast to you and others around the world. Just go to the leave a review section of your favorite podcast listening app and let us know what you think. 5 stars is preferred, but please be honest. Thank you in advance.